10-3. Georgia leads Georgia Tech. Casey, a field goal for Georgia. Field goal for Georgia Tech, Thomas Palmer. And then, of course, Worley's touchdown run of about a 3-yarder when in the end zone standing up.
Set some scores very quickly. Temple leads Boston College 24-14 at the half. Rice and Houston tied at 7-all in the first period. Miami in a real tight battle with Arkansas. It's Miami 15, Arkansas 10 at the half.
The referee, Mac Gentry, about set to toot the whistle, and the third period to be underway before 80,000 at Athens Sanford Stadium. Georgia goes on to the Gator Bowl. Georgia Tech will conclude their season this afternoon. Still waiting for the third period kickoff from John Casey. Deep for the Jackets. Goes McIntyre to Swilling's right, and to his left is Alfonso Thomas, the youngster out of Glenville, Georgia. Sunshine peeking through the clouds. Temperature around 65 degrees. All right, the referee, Gentry, toots the whistle. Casey forward, toe meets leather, and a high, long kick that Swilling will take on the fly at the 1. He's back at the 5, the 10, Swilling at the 15, he's at the 20, and Swilling is just stacked up, pushed back from about the 19-yard line by Mike Guthrie on the kickoff team for the Georgia Bulldogs. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets as Todd Rampley checks in at quarterback. Official now marks the football where his knee touched around the 17-yard line. So the Tech backfield, Rampley, Mays, Kelsey, Alonzo Watson's your tight end, Greg Lester's your flanker back, Dave Stegall's your split end. Here's the pro set up by Rampley. 1st and 10 Jackets at the Tech 17. Starting the third period. Rampley's long count. Rampley, this time back to pass. Looking, throwing. It is incomplete. Intended for Greg Lester.
Now Lester did a little short pass over in the route in the flat on the right side if they faked to Kelsley on the draw play to hold the backers. They had Mays who shifted into the slot, went out on a pass route. Stegall ran an out pattern and he was open, but Rampley overthrew Lester in the flat.
3 wide receivers for the Jackets. Davenport, Stegall, and Greg Lester, the speedster. The eye set up. Tech at the Tech 17. 2nd and 10 to go. Mays the tail of the eye. Kelsey, you're up back. Here's the handoff to Mays. Mays going to the far side of the field. He's at the 15. He is stacked up there around the 19-yard line and pushed back by Smith, along with Mark Lewis, the outside linebacker. His penetration to the 19-yard line give him 2 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 to go. Mays in the first half carrying the football for Georgia Tech. 55 yards. 10 carries for Scooter. So the ball at the 19. Possession play. Rather make it the 20-yard line. Give Mays 3 yards. 3rd and 7 to go. Divide backfield behind Rampley. They split the left end, and also the wide receiver goes right. Long count by Todd. Todd into the pocket to pass. Has protection. Looking. Throwing. It is incomplete. Nobody there but red jersey Georgia boys. Intended for Barron.
Big series for Georgia, Al, and the fans sense it. Tech deferred. They won the toss and deferred and had a chance to establish some offense here, but Georgia shut them down in 3 plays. Mays only got 3 yards. McDevitt's going to have to kick.
In deep punt formation goes Sean McDevitt. Kid out of Pius High School, a senior. The wind at his back, deep for Georgia. Carswell at the 45. Good pass from center. Sean gets his foot in the football and a high skyliner. Carswell calls a fair catch, and Fair caught it at the 39-yard line. 41-yard kick for Sean McDevitt. And so Georgia takes over at the Georgia 39-yard line. 1st and 10 to go.
Nice kick by McDevitt then.
Let's pause. 15 seconds for station identification. On the WCNN, Georgia Tech Football Network.
Georgia Tech's head football coach Bobby Ross reports twice daily, Monday through Friday on WCNN at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on your station for Georgia Tech football. This is the flagship station of the Georgia Tech Sports Network, WCNN North Atlanta, Atlanta.
Al Ciraldo along with Tim King and Jimmy Gladlich back at Athens Sanford Stadium. Georgia 10, Georgia Tech 3. Kim, some scores across the nation.
Third quarter, Al, Temple 31, Boston College 14. Second quarter score, Houston leads Rice 14-7. And again, halftime, it's Miami 15, Arkansas 10.
Arkansas and Miami hooked up in a good ball game.
Arkansas is undefeated, and of course Miami lost by 1 to Notre Dame, the only loss they've suffered this year. So two very highly ranked national teams going at it. And of course later on the day, Southern Cal and Notre Dame tee it up in Los Angeles. Here at Sanford Stadium, we've got a real defensive struggle going. Georgia leads Tech 10-3. Tech received the opening kickoff of the second half, but in only 3 plays, 2 incomplete passes from Rampley. Mays got 3 yards on a sweep to the right side out to the 20. McDevitt did a nice job of kicking the ball really high. Tech had good coverage. Carswell Ferret caught it at the Georgia 39 where they'll put it in play.
Defensively for the Jackets, Bam Bam Burke, Jeff Ballou, Sean Smith, Malone, Stevens, Lear, Crocketer, linebackers, Shamblin, Andre Thomas, Ken Swilling, and Ken Wilson, your 4 deep secondary. The I set up by Wayne Johnson. Now they shift out of the I to the divide backfield. Back to pass. Wayne Johnson looking, throwing out to Hampton. Hampton to the 35, and down he goes at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 yards on a pass out in the flat. Knocked down by Crockett and Smith after they had him trapped back at the line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line.
Al, Tech had that screen covered about as well as you could. Hampton came over in the right flat and caught the ball back about his 33-yard line. 3 or 4 Tech defenders closed on him. He just spun away from him and finally tackled out, picked up a very short yard to the 40.
Georgia at the 40, 2nd and 9 to go. The I set up. Hampton the tail of the I. Sadowski at tight end on the left side, the All-American. Thomas split to the right. Here's a handoff to Hampton. Hampton is stopped on a great tackle by Andre Thomas, firing through to stop him at the 41-yard line. Give him a tough yard. 3rd down and 8 to go. Andre out of Warner Robins, Georgia's played great football for Tech this year, a senior.
Boy, he came knifing down from that strong safety position and just reached in and grabbed Hampton's leg and jerked him down. Good defense by Andre Thomas.
The nickel defense as Clay checks in, expecting a pass from Georgia on a 3rd and 8 play from the Georgia 41. Divide backfield, back to pass. Wayne Johnson looking, throwing up the middle. It is incomplete, in and out of the hands of that time as Rod Stevens deflected the ball intended for John Thomas.
Al Stevens got his hands on it. The ball was tipped, and then Thomas, actually the intended receiver who hooked up and was open, got his hands on it, but Stevens' deflection knocked it off trajectory, and he couldn't hold on to it. Incomplete.
Joey Hester in deep punt formation for Georgia. Snapping the football will be Mark Lewis, whose daddy Bill is a defensive coordinator. Good pass from center. Hester gets his foot in the football, a high one. Fair catch is called for at the 21-yard line by Willie Clay, the freshman. Kim, Tech this year with the kickoff return, freshman Ken Swilling. The punt returns, Willie Clay, another freshman.
We did a nice job of catching the ball on the run that time. Hester got a nice boot off, again a high one. Clay had to move to his right and caught the ball on a slow trot. Georgia red shirts all around him, but he pulled it in on the fair catch back at the Tech 21-yard line. On
the exchange of kicks, Tech gains have picked up a yard. The pro set up by Rampley with Kelsey and Mays ready to carry the mail. Georgia shows Rampley a 5 front. Long count by Todd Rampley out of Peachtree High School, a senior. Here's Rampley this time giving off to Mays. Mays on a cross buck to the 20, well, I get up to the close to the 24-yard line. Knocked down by Webster and Douglas, the interior linebackers. Webster out of Haines City. Douglas out of Lakeshore. The official marks the football at the 25, give him 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 to go for Georgia Tech at the Tech 25. Stegall checks out. Steve Davenport, senior from Southwest DeKalb, checks in. Split to the left. Scotty Barron, the speedster. To the right, Steve Davenport. Now Mays becomes a slot to the left. Lone setback, Kelsey behind Todd Rampley. Here's Rampley back to pass. Has protection, looking, throwing. The man is there, complete to Mays at the 35. Mays is to the 36 and is knocked back to the 35. First down, Georgia Tech. Webster knocks him down.
Well, they put Mays up in the slot and then run him very quickly on a little hook out in the flat. And he's so quick when those backers, Webster came out to try to guard him man-on-man underneath. He's so quick, he just ran away from Webster. And Rampley did a nice job of getting the ball very quickly. A first down for Tech.
Mays' 5th pass. He now ties the Levette 45 receptions in a season. Tech with a first down at the Tech 35. Lone setback Kelsey behind Rampley. We have trips to the right this time for the Jackets. Here's the draw play to Kelsey. Kelsey bucks back up there at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10, Jackets at the Tech 35. Clock ticks 11-12 remaining here in the third period. 10-3 Georgia. And Greg Lester checks in. Scotty Barron checks out. Lester out of Lakeside High School, alive in the playoffs in Georgia high school football. Lester, flanker out to the right. They split Stegall to the left. Divide backfield of Mays and Kelsey behind Rampley. Rampley on the bark. Georgia in a 3 front. Back to pass. Rampley looking, throwing, and the man is intercepted by Georgia's. The man intercepting and running for a touchdown. Interception by Lovelace. Rampley threw it right in his hands as a touchdown. As Lovelace intercepts, runs it back for a touchdown. Georgia 16, Georgia Tech nothing.
Al, he just dropped off in coverage. Lovelace did that time out on the left flat, a defensive tackle. He dropped off out there looking for the screen to the wide side, and Rampley tried to get the ball out into the flat. Lovelace just jumped up there and grabbed it, and nobody had a chance at him. He just went on downfield for a touchdown. So with 10:36 to go in the third quarter, Georgia jumped out to a 16-3 lead, I should say. They got a chance to make it 17 here.
All right, Casey will try to make it 17-3. Both lines set, poised. Snap, touch, kick by Casey. It is good. Georgia 17, Georgia Tech 3, 10:36 on the clock. You're listening to the WCNN Georgia Tech Sports Network.
Hawaii. Just the sound of the name may start your daydreaming. Dreaming of ocean waters sparkling like 1,000 cut diamonds. Visions of glimmering white beaches. Birds in rainbow colors chattering in the tropical sun. Delta brings your Hawaiian fantasies within easy reach. With daily service to Honolulu. Take the vacation that will live up to your dreams.
WCNN 680 AM. If you want to see them play, gotta have a ticket to the game. If you want to drive the lowest price Chevy car or truck, gotta have a ticket to ride. And that's gotta be Nally.
She's got a ticket to ride.
Nally Northside Chevrolet, Cobb County Chevy leader. For low price Chevy trucks, Nally Northside. For low price Chevrolet cars, from Sprints to Corvettes, Nally Northside is your ticket to ride. For any Chevy, new or pre-owned car or truck, even conversion vans. If you want price, it's gotta be Nally Northside Chevrolet.
Casey will kick off, setting the ball on the tee at the 35-yard line. Deep for Georgia Tech goes the freshman, Ken Swilling. To his right is McIntyre. To his left, Alfonso Thomas. Georgia 17, Georgia Tech 3, 10:36 on the clock in the third period. John Casey, his daddy's a strength coach at Georgia, will kick off for the Bulldogs. Sunshine afternoon. The sun has been peeking in and out, but right now the sun's shining. 80,000 looking on. Over 80,000 fans, Kim.
Now the ball blows off the tee, or falls off the tee, I should say. Rampley just threw the ball. Lovelace, who was dropped off in coverage, they only rushed 3 men that time, intercepted the pass, and went in untouched for the touchdown.
There's a two to the whistle. Casey forward. Toe meets leather. And it's a long kick that chases Swilling out of the end zone. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10, Tech at the Tech 20.
Officially, Al, that was a 33-yard touchdown interception.
Todd Rampley checks in at quarterback for the Jackets. First and 10, Tech at the Tech 20. First and 10 for the Jackets at the Tech 20. Rampley, Kelsey, Mays, and Lester, your Tech backfield. Davenport and Stegall for the Jackets with 3 wide receivers. The eye set up by Todd Rampley, senior out of Peachtree High School. Rampley on the count. Georgia to 4 front this time. Here's Rampley pitching out to Mays. Mays at the 15, goes to the far side of the field, and Mays is forced out of bounds on the far side of the field. around the 20-yard line, the line of scrimmage by Douglas. So May stopped for no gain. The official will mark it at the 20. Second down and 10 to go.
Now Georgia's defense has gained confidence as this second half has developed. Obviously, the big play there, the interception by Wycliffe Lovelace, 33 yards for the touchdown, has really got them fired up right now. Tech is obviously struggling on offense.
All right, the Jackets with the divide backfield. They shift out of it now as Mays becomes a slot to the left. The lone setback, Kelsey behind Todd Rampley. Rampley back to pass. Looking, throwing, and it is in and out of the hands of Jerry Mays at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 10 to go. Tech at the Tech 20. Rampley throwing the football. 13 out of 25. 2 interceptions.
Well, he had Mays open that time, but he threw the ball a little behind him, and Jerry had to make the adjustment. Couldn't hold on, juggling the ball, incomplete.
So the Jackets with the ball on a hash mark on the far side of the field. Possession play at the Tech 20. Georgia leads 17-3. 10:24 on the clock. Split backs behind Todd Rampley. Stegall and Scotty Barron in wide receiving formation. Back to pass. Rampley has protection. Looking. Starting to run. Rampley 15. Rampley 20. And down he goes at the 25-yard line. So the Jackets will be forced to kick the football. Georgia crowd, a lot of red, a sea of red here at Aspen Sanford Stadium roaring. So Sean McDivitt checks in at punt formation with 9:57 on the clock in the 3rd period. The line of scrimmage, the 23. Carswell single safety. Georgia has the return on. Snapping, Chuck on. Good pass from center. Sean McDivitt, a high skyliner. Carswell will take it on the fly at the 36, and down he goes in his tracks at the 37. 41-yard kick for Sean McDivitt. There's a timeout on the playing field with a score. Georgia 17, Georgia Tech 3, 9:35 on the clock in the 3rd period. You're listening to the WCNN Georgia Tech Sports Network.
Just for the satisfaction, just for the eye, the look and the style of it. Diet Coke for the smile of it. 1 calorie, just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
WCNN 680 AM.
Way down where the king grows tall, down where they say you all walk on in with that southern drawl. That's what I like about the South.
From the football stadiums to the Jazz Hall stage, there's a lot to cheer about in today's South. And Bank South is leading the way and working to make banking the best it can be.
There's a place down here with a neon glow, from city streets to country roads, a land of ahs and oohs and ohs.
Special people?
That's what I like about the South.
Bank South, member FDIC.
When time is in, it'll be Georgia 1st and 10 at the Georgia 36. Georgia 17, Tech 3 in the 3rd period. 9:35 on the clock in the 3rd stanza.
Now defensively, both teams have played well. Georgia on the opening possession forced Tech to turn it over on the punt. Tech did the same to Georgia until Wycliffe Lovelace intercepted the pass.
Georgia with the eye backfield of Johnson, Henderson, and Worley. In motion, Thomas to the left. Here's the pitch to Worley. Worley 30, 35. Worley is tripped up and down he goes. At around the 40-yard line, give him 4 yards. Tripped up by Don Lear, the interior linebacker, and Andre Thomas, a couple of senior for Georgia Tech playing their last ball game at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 6 to go. Georgia at the Georgia 40. Ball on a hash mark on the near sideline. Defensive signals being called by Don Lear. Burks, Maloof, Smith, your 3 down linemen for Georgia Tech. 4 linebackers, Crockett, Lear, Stevens, and George Malone. Here's the pitch this time to Worley. Worley to the 41 and out of bounds at the 40. The official says he stepped out at the 40. Forced out by George Malone, the outside linebacker. No gain. So it'll be Georgia at the 40. 3rd down and 6 to go.
Good defense by Tech on the toss sweep 2 times in a row. The same play Georgia ran to short side with Worley. Both times Tech strung it out, and Worley picked up 4 on individual effort the first time. Last time Tech just swarmed him. didn't have a chance. Third quarter, Arkansas leads Miami 16-15.
Bombshell brewing down in Miami. Possession play for Wayne Johnson, 3rd and 6 at the Georgia 40. Here's Johnson rolling left to pass. Looking, throwing, and it is complete to Henderson and out of bounds on the far side of the field, around the 47-yard line. Boy, Crockett almost had Johnson, but at the last second, with a quick wrist, he flipped that ball downfield. First down, Georgia at the Georgia Tech. The official marks it as the Georgia Tech 46.
Nice job by Johnson. Crockett came through the blocker and looked like he was going to wrap him up for a big loss, or at least make him throw it too quickly, but Johnson did a great job of getting the ball to Henderson, and a nice catch for a first down.
Here's a pitch of Worley this time. Worley slips and falls at the 48, a loss of 2 yards. Andre Thomas pounces on him. Worley not having a great afternoon, lugging the football for Georgia.
Yeah, the rumor obviously is that Worley, this will be his last regular season game. Of course, Georgia plays in the Gator Bowl against Michigan State. The rumor is that both he and Henderson would declare themselves eligible, which they can do for the pro draft, and this would be their last game at Sanford Stadium.
Georgia 2nd and 13 at the Georgia Tech 49. The I, Henderson and Worley in the I backfield. In motion for Georgia goes Warner. Here's the pitch this time to Worley. Worley going to throw an option pass. A long one downfield, and it hangs up there incomplete. And they throw a flag against Ken Wilson.
Yeah, they're going to rule pass interference on Tech. The ball was underthrown by Worley. They had all kinds of Tech people back there in coverage on Thomas. Wilson was blocking the route of Thomas trying to get back to the ball. I don't think it was much personal or an intentional interference as it was that he was blocking Thomas's route getting back to the ball, and they're going to rule that that was defensive pass interference against Tech, and that's going to be an automatic first down. So Georgia, after Worley lost 4 back to 50, is going to get a big first down at the 35-yard line after they mark the penalty off against Tech.
So Georgia on the penalty. First down at the Georgia Tech 35. The ball on the hash mark on the far side of the field. Henderson checks in for Georgia. Alfonso Ellis checks out. Johnson, Henderson, Worley. Mother Hampton now checks in for Worley. First down at the Tech 35. Thomas in motion to the right. Here's a handoff to Henderson. The big fullback bucks down to the 31-yard line, giving 4 tough yards. Hit in there by Don Lear and Andre Thomas. Thomas playing a good ball game this afternoon in his strong safety position. So the ball marked at the 31 of Georgia Tech. 2nd and 6 to go. Clock ticks at 7:25 remaining in the third period. Georgia 17, Georgia Tech 3. Georgia breaks a huddle. Hampton as a slot to the left. Now Hampton shifts back to the tail of the I behind Ellis. Here's the pitch to Hampton. Hampton 35. Hampton falls down at the 31. No gain at the line of scrimmage. Stumbling Andre Thomas tripped him up along with Don Lear. No gain at the 31. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Georgia at the Georgia Tech 31.
Al Thomas made that play. He came crashing in from that strong safety position, and he just got enough contact on Hampton to make him lose his balance and fall down. Good play again by Andre Thomas.
The 4 deep secondary, Shamblin, Thomas, Willing, and Ken Wilson. Georgia with a divide backfield on a 3rd and 6 from the Tech 31. Here's a handoff this time to the halfback carrying the ball, Ellis, and he stopped around the 28-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down by 3 yards. Lear and Rod Stevens on the tackle. So the line of scrimmage around the 28. Let's see whether Coach Dooley goes for a field goal or goes for the first down.
They're going to go for it, Al.
The ball at the 28-yard line of Georgia Tech. Make it 4th down and 3 to go. So Georgia going for the first down. Tech sends in Thomas Balcom. Stevens Twilling checks out. And we have a timeout for the Georgia Bulldogs with a score. Georgia 17, Tech 3 with 5:58 on the clock. You're listening to the WCNN Georgia Tech Sports Network.
Reasons to open a C&S bonus checking account. 1, you can bank at more locations. 2, you can bank at more teller machines. 3, you'll have access to telephone banking around the clock. And 4, you'll earn a little more interest than at most banks. On the other hand, there is one very good reason for not opening a C&S bonus checking account if you already have one. C&S bonus checking, member FDIC.
WCNN 680 AM.
When you see Georgia Tech on the field or on the court, you're seeing college sports at their best. You need the best trained people to care for your car, too. You'll find them at your authorized Goodyear certified auto service centers in the Atlanta area. Goodyear trained auto technicians using the latest equipment to maintain your car professionally. They're the high-tech answer for your high-tech car.
This week, your participating Atlanta area certified auto service retailers are featuring oil change, lube, and filter for only $17.95. Nobody fits you like Goodyear.
It'll be 4th and 3. Georgia's going to go for the first down at the Tech 28-yard line. The I backfield with Hampton, Ellis, and Johnson in the I. 4th and 3. Georgia now with twins to the left. Sadowski at tight end on the right side. Here's Johnson this time rolling left to pass. Looking, throwing, and it is too long for the intended receiver. So Tech holds over and takes over at the Tech 28-yard line. Good pressure by Andre Thomas. So Lee Williamson makes his appearance, Kim. The left-handed quarterback, the freshman, out of Walton High School, out in Cobb County.
Alan, I think Tech's going to try to get the ball down the field, throwing the ball. Georgia's been really bunching in tight, stopping the run here in the second half and taking away the little short throws that Tech's tried to put up. This might be a move to try to get Williamson, who's got a little bit stronger arm than Rampley, try to get the ball downfield on Georgia.
The I set up by Lee Williamson, the freshman. The tail of the I is Mays. Williamson on the bark. Williamson rolls left to right to pass. Looking, throwing, in and out of the hands of Kelsey, who dropped the football. Incomplete forward pass stops the clock at 5:46 here in the third period.
Well, he had Kelsey wide open. Pretty easy throw, even though it was running from his left to his right. Being a left-hander, had to sort of adjust his body. Threw the ball behind Kelsey, who had his hands on it, couldn't hold on to it. So Tech really stumbling around here on offense, have not really done anything in this second half. Georgia with a big interception leads Tech 17-3.
Second down and 10 to go from the 28. Williamson with a divide backfield, back to pass. Looking, pumps, chase out of the pocket, throwing, complete to Mays at the 25. He's at the 30. Mays at the 35, and down he goes. Williamson just dumped one off the Mays after being chased out of the pocket. Guthrie knocks Mays down. Mays with a big afternoon here this afternoon. So it'll be third down and about 3 to go. The Jackets at the Tech 35. Make it third about 2.5. Mays has set a new record of pass receptions in one season. The old record by rambling Robert Levette. The I set up by Lee Williamson, 3rd and 3 from the Tech 35. Williamson on the bark, long count. Here's Lee this time, giving off to Mays. And Mays is stopped around the 37-yard line, about a yard shy of the first down. Stopped by Cole, who knocked him down around the 37. The umpire there. It'll be about 4th down and a yard to go. 4th and a yard to go. Kim, what do? You're trailing 17-3. Do you go for the first down?
I think they're going to put in their short yardage situation and go for it. Tech really hadn't done anything offensively, and I'm not sure that I disagree with the decision here. Tech's going to gamble it here at the ball at their 37. Clock runs with 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Tech's going to go for it.
T.J. Edwards, Stephen Scott, and check in. And now we have a timeout call for by Georgia Tech. They want to talk over the situation with a score. Georgia 17, Tech 3, 4:17 in the clock in the third period. You're listening to the WCNN Georgia Tech Sports Network.
If you need an executive suite with your own private swimming pool, Piermont Plaza is the Atlanta hotel that has them available. Or a Piermont Plaza reception or banquet room may be sufficient for your special party. Or maybe the top of the Piermont for a panoramic view of the Atlanta skyline. Whatever the occasion, whatever the size of your party, the Piermont Plaza offers the most affordable luxury in Atlanta. For group arrangements or private accommodations, call the Piermont Plaza Hotel, 590 West Peachtree Street, right off I-7585. Call 881-6000. WCNN 680 AM.
Here they are for the first time ever. Now entering your GE dealer store, America's home team of appliances from GE. For a limited time, your GE dealer is offering special values on a special selection of GE appliances. And what's more, your satisfaction is guaranteed with the GE 90-day money-back or exchange option on any of the Home Team appliances you buy. Don't wait. Hurry in today.
See the full line of GE Quality Major Appliances at Western Auto Austell, a GE premier dealer.
The Jackets are going to go for the first down at the Tech 37. Fourth down, and less than a yard to go for the first down. Here's double tight end. Tech in the pro set, wing back to the left. Williamson on the bark. In motion, reversing is on. Here's the handoff this time, and Kelsey Bucks has the first down. Big Nate Kelsey Bucks for the first down. First down for the Jackets around the 38, 39-yard line. Make it the 39-yard line. First down for Georgia Tech. Kelsey, Bucking, Mays, Scotton, Speed Merchant at that flanker back position with Lee Williamson. Tech with a first down at the Tech 39. 4:01 remaining in the third period. 17-3 Georgia. The pro set with Lee Williamson on the bark, the left-hander. Long count by Williamson. Checks that 6 front this time. Williamson this time gives off to Mays. Mays cuts it to the 40. Mays to the 43. Stacked up and out of bounds on the far side of the field. Around the 43-yard line. Hit stacked up first by Ben Smith. Official marks a football at the 44-yard line. Make it second down and 5 to go. Scooter Mays with another 5 yards. Terry Pettis checks in. Tech with 3 wide receivers. Stegall, Pettis, and Speed Merchant.
Good blocking on the right side of the line on the sweep play with Mays going into the short side. Mays did a nice job of running. 5-yard pickup.
Stegall and Merchant split to the left. To the right is Dave Stegall. Here's a pro set with Lee Williamson on the bark. Long count by Lee. Williamson. This time Williamson gives off. This time to Scotton. Scotton bucks and thrown out of bounds on the far side of the field. Around the 40, 48, 49-yard line by Vince Guthrie. They're going to be shy of the first down. The official will mark it at the 46, make it third down, and about 2.5 to go. The Jackets on a possession play at the Tech 46. Barron and Covington check in. Stegall at split end. Barron at flanker. Covington your tight end. Third down for Lee Williamson possession play. Georgia in a 5. Williamson on the bark. The tail of the eye is Jerry Mays, the scooter back. Here's a handoff to Mays. Mays stumbling his way to the 49-yard line, very close to a first down. On a third down, 3 play, Mays, and they're going to measure at the 49-yard line of Georgia Tech.
First down, Al. First down.
So the scooter with a 3-yard off tackle slash picks up 3. First and 10. The Jackets moving on a drive from their 28. Tech trail 17-3, 2:38 on the clock. Here's the pro set up by Lee Williamson with Scotton and Mays in that Tech backfield. Now they shift Mays to a slot back to the left. Trips to the left this time. Williamson back to pass. Looking, throwing. It is incomplete. Intended for Scotty Barron.
Al, I think the ball was deflected inside by one of the defensive linemen. Was rushing in that time. Paul Giles got his hand up and knocked the ball off. Incomplete pass.
Second down and 10 to go. Tech at the Tech 49. Speed Merchant checks in. Scotty Barron checks out. The Jackets break the huddle up over that football. Eric Bearden, who started his 33rd ball game, has been in there all the way this afternoon. The youngster out of Dalton, Georgia. Here's the eye with Williamson on a second and 10 from the Tech 49. Williamson rolls left to pass. Looking, running, throwing. It is incomplete. And Guthrie knocked the ball down, intended for Speed Merchant. Third down and 10 to go.
Al, he had Mays in the flat. He had Merchant, who had run an out pattern. It was open on the sideline, but Williamson held the ball and strung it out a little bit too much, and Guthrie came over and got his hand on the ball and knocked it away. Incomplete pass.
3 wide receivers for the Jackets in a passing situation. Third and 10, possession play with 2:14 on the clock in the third period. Georgia 17, Tech 3. So the Jackets, 1 wide receiver, Stegall to the right. They have 2 to the left, Barron and Lester. Split backs behind Lee Williamson. Georgia 3 down linemen front. Back to pass is Williamson looking, throwing, And it is incomplete, intended for Jerry Mays. Covering was George Wynn. So it's 4th and 10 to go. Tech at the Tech 49.
Al Tech once again electing to go underneath on the passing down, and Georgia had Mays played. The ball was thrown wild, incomplete.
In deep punt formation, Sean McDivitt. Georgia has a return on. Single safety Carswell at the 15 of Georgia. 17-3 Bulldogs. The return is on. Chuck Owens snap. Good pass from center, and McDivitt gets his foot in the football that will hit at the 20, and takes a Georgia bounce, goes 10 yards backwards to the 35-yard line. 16-yard kick for Sean McDivitt, who's having a bad afternoon in the punting game.
Now that really hurts Tech. Their defense has played well this half. Offensively, Tech started the drive at the 28, running the ball, and then went to throwing the ball, and Williamson was very ineffective, 3 incomplete passes back-to-back there before McDivitt's 16-yard kick to the Georgia 35.
1st and 10, Georgia at the Georgia 35. Split back, Hampton and Ellis behind Johnson. Johnson back to pass. Wayne looking. He's going to throw. It is complete to about the midfield 45-yard line to John Thomas.
Well, it looked like Malone had a chance to break on the ball and make the interception, but somehow it looked like he just ran right past the ball. Johnson drilled it into Thomas. And I think they're going to bring the chains in to check and see whether or not at the 45-yard line of Georgia he got enough for his first down.
Johnson throwing the football this afternoon, 10 out of 19 for 107 yards. Chain gang coming across the field. Mays carrying the football, 16 carries, 72 yards. He has 953 on the season, 6 catches for a new record in one season. First down for Georgia at the 45-yard line. So Georgia at the 45, 1st and 10, 1:50 on the clock in the third period. Georgia 17, Tech 3. Georgia's defense has been a stubborn one. Tech unable to move the football except for Jerry Mays. Georgia this time with a lone setback, and now they shift to the I formation. Hampton the tail of the I. Ellis in front of Hampton. Johnson on the bark. Here's Johnson, bootlegs to the right, looking at the 40, throwing upfield, and is complete to the 30, to the 20, and down he goes. Ken Swilling gambled and tried to intercept. The ball went by him, and pass completion to Warner. Warner downfield to the 20-yard line.
Alley called it right. Swilling went for the interception on the naked bootleg for Johnson. He was going back to his tight end, coming from his left to the right across the field. Swilling was in good position, went for the interception, couldn't get it. Once Warner caught it, it was a foot race down the sideline before he's finally knocked out at the 20.
The gain that time, 35 yards on the pass to the tight end, Warner. Georgia threatening at the Tech 20, 1st and 10 to go. In motion is Thomas to the left. Here's Johnson, his time to Hampton. Hampton stutter step to the 15. Hampton down to the close to the 10-yard line before he's knocked down by Shamblin and Wilson, who combined in the tackle. Georgia threatening again to score on Georgia Tech. 2nd and 2, the ball at the 12-yard line. Georgia at the Georgia Tech 12. They lead 17-3. Clock ticking away. The third period with 44 seconds remaining in the third stanza. Ball at the 12-yard line. The ball midway between the sidelines at the Tech 12. It's been all Georgia this afternoon. The eye set up by Wayne Johnson all the way at quarterback for the Bulldogs. Here's Johnson pitching to Hampton. Hampton at the 15. Hampton at the 10. Hampton inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal to go for Georgia. Rod Stevens knocks him down. So Hampton that time, along with Worley, 2 fine tailbacks. What a tandem.
Now Worley's going to come in, and Hampton's going to get a rest. Henderson's going to check in, and Ellis is going to check out. So Hampton did some nice running. 8 yards from the 20 down to the 12 on the first down on the tailback isolation, and then on the toss sweep to the left side, 7 yards down to the 5, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
With a score, Georgia 17, Georgia Tech 3. And Georgia will open the fourth period at the Tech 5, 1st and goal. You're listening to the WCNN Georgia Tech Sports Network.
Atlanta's official helicopter and airplane traffic on AM 750 WSB.
17-3, Georgia. And Larry, the statistics are all backwards when you figure that Georgia has more yards passing than they have rushing, 142 to 121, and Tech has more yards rushing than they have throwing. So it's backwards from what it should be, but not by much.
Dogs with a power eye on the Tech 5-yard line and goal to go. Wayne Johnson sprints right, got a man open. Touchdown, Henderson, a fine catch. Falling in the end zone, he turned around backwards, caught it on his right shoulder pad and hung on. Keith Henderson, a fine grab. Wayne Johnson sprinted right and hit Henderson, and it's 23-3. Trying to win their 8th game of the year is Georgia. They're trying to win Dooley's 200. And Michigan State waiting on Sunday night, January 1, down in the Gator Bowl. Extra point for Casey. Tech has 8 men on the line. They charge offside in the corner. Casey's kick is good, and let's see where the penalty is going to be called. That should make it 24-3 unless they say the offense drew them off. Penalty is on the defense, I'm sure. Dogs lead by 21 points.
65 yards in just 5 plays as Wayne Johnson has pass completions of 14, 10, and 35 on the drive. And now here's the kickoff.
And Casey kicks off long and deep and sails it again past the end zone on the fly this time. Boy, Arkansas has given Miami a fight. Miami just fumbled a snap on a try for a field goal. Arkansas leads 16-15 somewhere in the 4th quarter there. Loren, what do you got?
Well, Larry, on that touchdown pass, I think Keith Henderson used his face mask. First time I've ever seen that. It's been a little bit of a bad ball drill in a couple of instances for the Georgia receivers, but they're coming up with the ball, and that's what counts. Now, the Georgia defense needs to keep playing. They've been as aggressive, I believe, this half, Larry, as I've seen them in a long time.
Williams in the quarter for Tech. 2 wideouts left and 1 to the right. Georgia shifted around to the defensive line. Williamson gives it to Little Mays. He slipped and fell down as he tried to cut back toward his left tackle. He slipped and went down. It'll be 2nd down. Pause 10 seconds here for station identification.
After your work is done, join Chris Davala and Go On Home Atlanta on AM 750 WSB Atlanta.
Georgia has that walk-on substitute nose guard, Robert Bell of Richmond, Virginia, in there now. Tech is 2nd down, 9.5. He gained a foot or so when he slipped. Here comes Williamson back to pass. Throws it out here incomplete through a poor ball. Low in front of Mays over on the 25-yard line.
There's a flag in the secondary. Williams has not been that successful since coming into the ball game, Larry. He's only 1 for 6 for 7 yards. And he's had his problems. He replaced Rampley a couple series ago.
Let's see what this penalty is. Penalty on Georgia. Dogs are Virgil Cole and Rob Wainwright and Robert Bell in the number 2 defensive line. Walter Berry has played with both lines, number 1 and number 2. Penalty comes up, enough for a 1st down. They bring it up outside of the 30. And Tech will be given a 1st down on the penalty. 24-3. Georgia leads very, very early in the 4th quarter. Tech up to the line. 2 wideouts right, 1 left, 2 running backs. Georgia's in a 4-2. Williamson takes it and fakes a draw and flag down as we stop the draw on the 28. Robert Bell at nose guard. That sophomore walk-on jammed him up. Little Jerry Mays couldn't come in there, and then a flag fell later, and let's see what's going on. A penalty on Tech, I'm sure. Terry Webster, Georgia's linebacker, was pointing at Tech. They stopped. Got a holding on the offense on Tech, and Robert Bell at walk-on substitute nose guard is the guy that jammed the play up, and now Tech takes a penalty at 10 yards back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that wipes out in the previous 10-yard penalty against Georgia.
Georgia is giving another walk-on, you'll notice, a scholarship, by the way, at the first of the year. They saw in the paper today, we're so short of players, it's unbelievable. Tech now becomes 1st and 20, just outside the 20-yard line. And he fumbled the snap, and he picked it up. Williamson back now. He drifts over to the right and fires, and the receiver dropped the ball on the 29, and that's big Alonzo Watson, a 6'2 senior tight end. He hit him in the hands. He dropped the snap and picked it up.
There have been a lot of drop passes today, Larry. Unusual amount. That time we even had a drop snap to go with the drop pass.
2nd and 20. Tech, second down, long yardage on their own 20-yard line, just outside of the 20. 24-3, Georgia leading. Tech 2 wideouts, 2 running backs. Goldberg is back in at the nose guard here on 2nd down. He was on the play just previous now also. Here comes Williamson dropping back to throw. Little shovel pass to Kelsey to the 20, the 25, the 28. Demetrius Douglas got him. Demetrius Douglas is out of College Park. He's made a lot of tackles the last 3 games. 6'2", 221, and a junior. Little shovel pass got 8 yards. Tech is 3rd and 12. A lot of fans started filing out early with the end of the 3rd quarter. 24-3, Georgia leading. Still a lot of sunshine here. 3rd down. Tech 2 running backs and 2 wideouts. Williamson going to drop back to throw on 3rd down. They come at him. He fires complete in the 35, just over the 35. And Sean McDevitt, the punter, has come in. Carswell, deep safety with 2 blockers about 10 yards up in front of him for Georgia. Dogs lead by 21 in the early 3 minutes here of this 4th quarter. The kick going to angle left, bad kick and out of bounds. Again, McDevitt. A very bad kick off the left side of his shoe. Where did it go out? Around the 46 in Georgia territory. He got about a 15, 19-yarder. I think today he's had a 2-yarder and a 19 and maybe a 16 or something. Of course, the bounce has hurt him twice.
Well, I'll tell you, Georgia has had great field position throughout the football game. Only twice have they started inside their 30. Tech, on the other hand, has started outside their 30 just once.
Time called. 60-second network. First down after another bad Georgia Tech punt. Dogs on their own 46. 2 tight ends. Wayne Johnson back, drifting to the right under some pressure. Throws down the sideline, and it is complete for about 9.5 to Arthur Marshall, right over on the far sideline. Wayne had a little pressure, circled back to the right. Dixie Crystal Sugar scoreboard, Georgia Southern 38, Citadel 20 in the 4th quarter. And Temple 45, Boston College 22 in the 4th. Ole Miss, Mississippi State 3-3 in the 1st. Don Lear, linebacker, Chamberlain the corner, and Mathis, the nose guard on the stop. They got 10 on the pass, and it was a first down. Marshall caught it right near the sideline on the Tech 44. Georgia first down. Wayne Johnson toss sweep to Worley. Needs a block. He got it. 45-40. One man hit him on the 39, and they drove him across the field and ran him out where? They ran him back. They hit him on the 39 and drove him out. They will put it on the 41. Keith Henderson's block got Worley out, but the sweep only gained 3, 2nd down and 7. Loren?
Larry, at the half, the Georgia coaches talked to the team about having some fun, going out there and control the tempo and really have some fun in this game. That's what it's all about. So at this point, I think the Georgia team is beginning to relax a little bit. The one person who's not relaxed is Coach Vince Dooley. He's always very serious about the game, regardless of what's taking place on the field and on the scoreboard.
Georgia shifts to tight end. They run Worley in the middle and no room. He goes down low and turns it into 2.5 or 3 yards. Right straight ahead, running over.
Did I see a flag thrown?
Yes, on the line of scrimmage there is a flag. In fact, it's a little in front of the line, and Georgia is retreating. Worley had gone from the 41 to the 38. Where McClary, the right tackle, and Lear, a linebacker. Mark White, an outside linebacker, hit him, and Georgia takes another penalty, 10 yards, on holding back to their own 49. 24-3, Dogs lead. 11:34. It was only 10-3 at the half.
2nd down, 17.
Dogs split Hummings and Thomas, 2 receivers. Texan a 5. Sadowski goes in motion and keeps going out wide, and they blitz, and they get Wayne Johnson back inside of his own 40, a big loss of 10. George Malone, a senior, right outside linebacker, came flying in, and nobody saw him. Dogs now are going to be way back on their own 38. They lost about 11 yards. Georgia leading 24-3. Michigan State, the defensive team up north in the Big Ten, waiting for us in the Gator Bowl on Sunday night, January 1, on an 8 o'clock game. Dogs a third down now, 28 yards to go. Pro set. Wayne Johnson coming back to throw, in trouble. Throws a screen to Henderson, complete out on the right side. 40, 45, got it all the way back to the 49, and got about 10 on a screen over on the right, and Wayne had to hurry that. Tech was coming after him. Little side screen, and we've thrown quite a few of those today. Chamberlain and Thomas of the secondary, and Willie Burks, left tackle, got him for Tech. Dogs are fourth down and about 18. On their own 49, and Georgia will have to punt. 10 minutes to play, now a little less than that. Tech has put 9 men on the line. Joey Hester to punt, and they're coming. He got it very, very high. Fair catch called on the 20 by Willie Clay, who looked up high. Gosh, did Hester get it up despite the pressure on him?
He had to get it up to get it over the rush the way they were coming straight up the middle. Great punt.
Two of them really came up the middle. Tech's ball on their own 20-yard line. Timeout, 60 seconds.
9 minutes, 47 seconds left to go, and once again, Georgia Tech will start back on their own 20-yard line. That's where they've started most of their drives today. This is field position has been decidedly in favor of Georgia in this football game this afternoon. Williamson at quarterback is now 3 for 8 throwing. Rapley was 12 for 25, and McDevitt, the punter, was 1 for 1 in the only pass that he threw this afternoon. The surprising thing is how much Georgia has thrown the ball. Johnson is 14 for 24 for 168 yards, and who said Georgia never throws a screen pass?
First down, Tech on their own 20. Lee Williamson still the quarterback. Dogs have a 5-man front now, and Williamson's back to throw. Takes his time and throws a bomb. Throws it long down the left side, and they break it up high in the air. And then a dog interception, falls out of bounds with it, I think. No, it's out of bounds. Jennifer Emmett Merchant. Ball went up in the air. Hit by Hargett. Ben Smith caught it out of bounds. It's not an interception, and it's second down on the 20. He went reaching long. Miami just kicked the field goal with 5 minutes to go. They lead Arkansas 18-16 on the Dixie Crystal Sugar scoreboard, and boy, there's a Major Bowl has been sweating that one all day, that Orange Bowl.
Larry, I'm not so sure that the intended receiver didn't let the ball hit him on the top of his head.
It hit somebody's helmet. It may have been. It bounced so very, very high.
I think it hit his helmet and went straight up in the air.
Tech second down. Slot to the left side on their own 20. Williamson fakes it to the tail. He rolls out to the left, running and throwing, and it is complete to the 36 or 7 first down. Demetrius Douglas hit the tight end, Tom Covington, a redshirt freshman. They threw to the tight end over the middle, though he was down about 12 or 14 yards. Dogs had Matt Tenner, a walk-on senior, in there for a couple of plays on defense to give him a little action on his final day in Sanford Stadium. Tech's got a first down in the 37. They trail 24-3. Plenty of time to play. They fake it to the tail again. Williamson rolls left with the left hand and fires, and it is complete to the Dogs. I thought 45, Tom Covington. I did too. The tight end caught the ball and went to the Dogs' 40, where he's knocked down by John Allen, the linebacker. Pat Renard, number 2 strong safety. Tech is coming down. The official trailing the play didn't see how far he came around the corner when he threw it on the run. He may have crossed the line of scrimmage, but it's a first down.
It looked like he did cross the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball, but there was an official standing back there, and he checked the marker on the sideline.
Tech first down. They're on the Dogs' 40. Tech coming down, fourth quarter, trailing by 21, and their whole right side of their line stood up and moved with 8:54 to go. Dogs lead 24-3. Had a lot of sun today that surprised a lot of people. It'll be, with a penalty on Tech coming, they'll be first and relatively long.
Tech has thrown on their last 6 plays, Larry, which of course is no surprise when you're down 24-3 midway through the fourth quarter.
Now they're first and 15 back on the Georgia 45. Tech in a pro set. Georgia 4 men down and a man in the corner. Williamson back to pass. They chase him back behind the line. He fires over there, complete on the 50 out on the flat to Edwards, and Edwards kept his feet going and got down over the Dogs' 35. He turned an 8 or 9 yard play and got about 12 or 13. Terry Webster, the senior linebacker from behind, pulled him down. They needed 15 and they got 13 at 2nd and 2. Tech has driven it down to the Dogs' 32. 24-3, 8:08. Dogs leading by 21 points. Tech with a good drive going. 48 yards right now they've driven. 2nd down. Williamson fakes to the tail, runs to the right wide. Got a block protection, fires over here and by the sideline. Complete 1st down to the 27 to Edwards, the running back in front of him again. Guthrie, the strong safety, and Terry Webster, the linebacker, hit him. He laid it out there, and he got himself about 6 to the 26. Tech has come down the field.
They've now completed 4 straight passes. Tardich put a pretty good rush on that time, but at the last second, somebody peeled back and really put him on his head.
Big Giles out, how off the very end of the defensive line. Tech is sprinting out and throwing to the backs right in front of the quarterback. They're in a pro set on the Dogs' 26. We have a 6-man line. They're coming after Williamson, and they got him. Vince Guthrie got him first. He hit him around the 38.
And hit is the right word to use, Larry. He about took his head off.
Vince Guthrie flew in from left end and knocked him down 12 yards behind the line. He was the first man. In fact, when he hit him, he bounced off his body. He didn't even wrap his arms around to tackle him. So Guthrie sacks him, and it'll be 2nd and long for Tech. Clock is 6:58. It's 24-3. There's an official time at the moment, I believe. Now they say start the clock. 2nd down, long yardage. Georgia Tech trailing 24-3. They're in a pro set. They put 3 wideouts, 1 to the right and 2 to the left. Georgia going to only rush 3 down linemen. They're coming after Williamson. He steps in the pocket and fires down the middle, and it is incomplete. Guthrie missed an interception on the 25, intended for David Stiegel. He had another linebacker behind him. In fact, he had Hargett and Douglas both back there behind him. Tech is 3rd and long. Loren, what do you got?
Larry, I've been watching Richard Tardich. He is really doing his best to get to the quarterback. He's having a tough time. They're doing a good job blocking him, and as you always pointing out earlier in the broadcast, he still gets double teamed, but he is really fighting hard. Looks like he wants one last sack. Sanford Stadium, his last year as a Bulldog.
It is still 3rd and long. Robert Bell, the walk-on, has come back in at a nose guard. Back to throw goes Williamson. He's being chased by Lovelace as he runs. He throws on a run long. He overthrew everybody in the end zone. Incomplete. Again for Terry Pettis, a sophomore. Again, he came kind of close to the line of scrimmage when he rolled out to the right side.
Lovelace put pretty good pressure on him that time coming from the other side. Tardich was again going after the quarterback, but it's pretty tough right now to get a sack because Georgia was only rushing 3 on that play. So obviously the offensive lineman can double or triple team him.
4th down, 6:24 to go. Georgia Tech on Georgia's 38. They're in an eye and a slot to the left. Dogs still only rushing 3 men. Lee Williamson sprints to the left this time. Stops out on the 45, holding the ball. Tardich is chasing him. Now he throws. Complete a high leaping grab and out of bounds on the 21 by David Stiegel, who went high, made a fine grab. And they got about 17 yards or so. And the defense has stopped the drive again with 6:14 to go. He stood there for a while after sprinting to the left, and Georgia has stopped the drive. And the Dogs will take over. Timeout 60. We came back late. We just ran Larry Ware inside for 7 or 8 yards. We've run some subs in there. Rod Stevens knocked him down. Big Randy Jackson, a senior, is in there. There is a penalty on the play as the Dogs lined it up on their 21-yard line. They have put Larry Ware, the redshirt freshman, at the tail. Randy Jackson's in at the full. They put Derek Harris and Kevin Maxwell in as the receivers, but the Dogs have taken a 10-yard penalty on a hold, apparently back to the 11, and now a first down and long. Ball on the 11. There's an eye with 2 wideouts. Run a man in motion. Wayne Johnson, toss sweep. Going to try to get it out to Larry Ware. He's up around the 15 and got 4 yards. Joey Alfonso now is also in at a flanker. Brian Cleveland and Larry Ware are the running backs. A play stopped by Tech's right tackle Jeremiah McClary primarily. The Willie Clay cornerback came up. Georgia's second down, about 16 on their own 15-yard line. Fans are really filing out. Dogs lead 24-3. Lovelace's pass interception run in the third quarter broke the game open. Toss sweep to Larry Ware again. Gets a couple of blocks, 17, but a man reached up off a block and tripped him up on the 18. He only got 3 on the sweep. They were knocking the corner down for him, but he didn't get to the corner in time. Crockett, the outside linebacker, Andre Thomas, the strong safety, hit him. Dogs up on their 18, third down. 24-3.
On the fourth down play, Tarditz had a chance to get that last sack. Larry's Williamson was just looking and looking forever, and finally Tarditz couldn't get to him because he was running lopsided. He ran out of his shoe.
Third down, almost 13. Dogs flop the tight end. Wayne Johnson faked it, tried to bootleg left, is caught and sacked way back on the 5-yard line by George Malone, the outside linebacker who came in, who read the fact that we were going to fake a sweep and bootleg out with a quarterback. Threw him for a deep 10-yard loss.
Didn't work that time.
Lost about 12 or so, and the Dogs are fourth down, backed up on their own 5. They'll put a rush on Joey Hester here. 4:09 to play. Georgia still leads 24-3. Willie Clay in a single safety. Tech has 9 men on the line. See if they come up hard in the middle again. Yes, they do. Joey got it off. One man bumped him, but he got a good kick. Willie Clay takes it right on the 50, and they knock him out on the Georgia 46. John Allen, a redshirt freshman linebacker, was the first guy down the field to hit him. 3:50 to play here, 24-3. Timeout, 60-second local break on the Bulldog Network.
Your holiday place, McDonald's, presents the musical debut of Oliver and Dodger from Disney's new film, Oliver and Company. And with Oliver, a Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. This concert is to remind you that when you buy a $5 book of McDonald's gift certificates, you get a free plush musical ornament of either Oliver or Dodger. Oliver plays Jingle Bells and Dodger Frosty the Snowman. At participating McDonald's while supplies last. Orchestra not included.
Can't beat it. It's a splash in the heat of day. A shiver that's coming your way. Just a sip and you're gonna say, hey, 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 can't stop it. Can't stop it. Feeling you get from the Coca-Cola Classic. Can't beat it. Can't beat the real thing. Can't beat the feeling.
AM 750 WSB, Skycopter and Skyplane traffic. Depend on it.
Tech up on the 46, first down. Quarterback is Lee Williamson. He's dropping back to throw. Got the time, throws to the sideline. He dropped the ball. Alfonso Thomas, number 2 tailback, over by the sideline. Hit him right in the chest and dropped it. They've dropped a few today.
Williamson is now 8 for 18, 99 yards. When Rapley was in there, he was 12 for 25 or 81 yards. Georgia, Larry, has 7 yards rushing in the second half.
Second down, Matt McCormick, a youngster linebacker. Kurt Douglas is in there. There are a lot of substitutes in there. Not many on the defensive line, of course, because they don't have many substitutes there. Back to pass, Williamson down the middle, intercepted by Ben Smith. Smith to the 30 to 35. Knocked down, but knee hit the ground on the 31. Smith read it well, zoned back there. There were a lot of red shirts. Williamson trying to throw it to Stiegel in the middle. Virgil Cole may be hurt back here, and it looks serious. The Dogs have a big, young defensive end down. Back in the vicinity of the Tech 47 or 48. There's an injury here. There's 3:36 to play, and Dogs will have the ball. And we'll probably run Greg Talley in at the quarterback when we come back. Timeout here. 60-second local break on the Bulldog Network.
If you've been thinking that this holiday season is the one you're finally going to get that Apple computer for your family, you picked the best time ever. Apple really makes it easy to buy an Apple II or Macintosh computer if you make your purchase with the Apple credit card. Use the Apple credit card and you can take your system home the same day with no payments and no finance charges billed until February. And with computers like Apple's 2GS and 2C Plus, as well as a Macintosh and SE, you've a wide choice. This holiday season, make it an Apple computer for your family or home office.
If you think Black & Decker tools are only for the home, think again. Introducing ProForce Professional Power Tools from the new ProForce Power Tool division of Black & Decker. Made of top quality, these tools pack all ball bearing construction encased in glass reinforced nylon housings to give you a powerhouse of performance. If not completely satisfied, return to place of purchase within 30 days for a full refund. Nothing beats a Black & Decker. Available at Kofer Brothers Building Supplies.
Hear Larry Munson report morning sports on AM 750 WSB.
Dogs on their own 31, and they'll run a trap up the middle, and Henderson broke it out all the way to the 45 or 46. No, it's Brian Cleveland, the number 3 fullback. Brian Cleveland got 16. Steve Mullen, a reserve tackle, hung on from behind. Cleveland burst up the middle. And the Dogs will have a big first down. 3:20. Georgia still leading 24-3. Miami defeated Arkansas 18-16 on the Dixie Crystal Sugar scoreboard. Georgia first down. Talley handing it to Cleveland, trying to go right guard, no gain. We're running Talley and Randy Jackson and Cleveland in the backfield. Now Larry Ware is going back out there trying to get people time to play. I don't know who he got at right tackle, but I know that Kurt Mull came off. Jeff Maloof, the nose guard, the guy that stopped him there. It'll be second down. I'm trying to figure out who we are running at the tackles. Hayes Sadler is at the left tackle, but I don't know who that other tackle is. I slot to the right. Run Afonso in motion, and now they're going to pitch it off to Larry Ware. Try to get him out. He can't quite get to the corner. They roll him out. He only got 2 yards. Willie Clay, the cornerback, came up as he swung wide to the left and got a couple of yards. Dogs are going to be third down on their own 47. Loren?
Very good news on Virgil Cole. Looks like it was more serious the way he came off the field, but it's a sprained knee, so it looks like it's not that serious. He won't go back today, and they're putting ice on it, so it's not sure yet exactly what it is, but right now it doesn't look too bad.
Third down, 18, Talley back. Talley going to scramble and run, got over the 50, leaned over the 45, and got a first down around a 43 or 4. It was third down really in about 8.5. I think I said 18. Greg Talley scrambled and then ran up the middle and got a first down on the Tech 44 late in the game. Eric Thomas, the substitute linebacker, hit him. We got Ray Van Harten, a tight end, tall, skinny kid playing a tackle, trying to find guys to play. And there, Craig Sanders is playing the center, if you can believe that. He's a tackle. Greg Talley fakes, throws a pass out on the flat, and it is complete to Derek Harris, and he dropped the ball over there in the flat. Talley whipped it across to Derek Harris, slided over there, incomplete. Second down with 87 seconds to go. Pause 10 seconds here for station identification.
News, traffic, weather, and everything you need to start your day. Atlanta's Morning Show on AM 750 WSB Atlanta.
Second down and 10. Talley, the quarterback, very late, leading 24-3. Talley gives it to the tail, and Cleveland squirts at left guard and got 3 or 4 down to the 40-yard line. Brian Cleveland. We got Ray Von Harten and Craig Sanders in that line. Russell DeFore has shifted to another position. Rudolph Henderson, Hayes Sadler in there, kids who have played a few seconds in college ball. Though DeFore had a start at left tackle today, he's now playing left guard.
Sounds like the JV team we saw last year.
Hey, that's probably right. 3rd and 6, and they run a trap, and they eat it up, and they knock him down. Lowry Denty, by trade the 4th-string fullback, got knocked down, attempted to draw a 3-yard loss by Jeff Maloof. a nose guard. 43 seconds. They only give him a 2-yard loss to the 42, and Tech calls time to force us to punt. It'll be 4th down and 7. Closing moments. Tech takes time. So do we. 30-second local break on the Bulldog Network. When you use 333 Info, Atlanta's push-button shopping information service, you get the best deal in town. It's fast, easy, and free. Any time of the day or night, you can find out where to buy at the closest store, the hours, credit cards they take, you name it. And find out about special sales and bargains that aren't listed anywhere else. They can even connect you directly to the store. And if you're looking for a job, an apartment, a used car, you call the same number, 333-INFO. That's 333-4636. So try them. It's free. 4th down, about 7 or 8 to go. Dogs on the Tech 42. There's 42 seconds. Joey Hester to punt. Willie Clay and single safety for Georgia Tech. Tech going to rush 9 men again and try to get the punter. Hester kicks high, lazy toward the left sideline and out of bounds. It didn't go too far that time. He finally got a short high one. But boy, Phil, Tech's been blowing up the middle, punt after punt, coming close to him.
Yeah, the last 4 times they have really sent everybody, and they have come so close, and Hester has been able to handle the pressure all day long. He has really come a long way as you look at him in his career as a punter here at Georgia. And today he's been the big reason for the good field position throughout this ball game for Georgia. Has really made a difference.
About a 20-yard kick that time. Got it real high, tried to go the left corner, and it went too soon. Tech's ball on their own 27, 24-3. There's 34 seconds to go. And the quarterback fumble a snap, and there's a big pile up, and they're still diving on the 24. Georgia may have the ball with 30 seconds. Did he recover? Robert Bell, the walk-on substitute nose guard, fell on the ball on the 23, and the Dogs will have a play to run in there. And though they are second and third teamers, they'd love to score, but the coaches probably won't let them do it. They may not let them run a play to do it. Greg Talley runs out. They'll start the clock in a moment. 24-3, 21-point lead. Wycliffe Lovelace had that big interception as a defensive end pullback and ran 34 yards in the third quarter and broke the game open. Dogs line up 30 seconds, and now a whistle blows and a flag down. 2 flags, one by the ball and one over on the far side. Now, they had not used up the clock. Now they call a procedure on Georgia. Maybe they had, but the clock was at 4 seconds when he called it. But a penalty on the Dogs procedure back to the 29. 24-3. Georgia's 8th win of the year. It's Coach Dooley's 200. Larry Ware and Lowry Denty are the running backs. 2 wideouts. Tech's got a 5-man front. 1 standing and 4 down. And they try to run Ware inside right tackle for a couple of yards. That's all they'll get, and the game may end here before they can do anything else. Georgia has defeated Tech 24-3. It was 10-3 at the half. The coaches may not let him hurry up and line up a play. As eager as the reserves would like to score, Georgia will not let him run a play. Dogs have defeated Georgia Tech 24-3. And as Coach Dooley runs out on the field, got a lot of players with them. Many seniors leave after this, though they do have the Gator Bowl left to play against Michigan State. Dogs a winner by 21 and had fine defense all day today. Phil Schaefer will be back now after a 2-minute